Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now you might notice something a little bit different about me today, and that is that I'm wearing the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and I wanted to share with you guys a bit of an unboxing and also my initial thoughts after wearing these for about a week now, just to let you guys know if they are something that you should potentially consider purchasing, because I know with these things they sound so exciting and they are such an exciting tech product. You kind of feel like Iron Man when you're wearing them. You've got the power of AI on your face, but are they really all they're cracked up to be? Let's hop into the unboxing first of all. Okay, so today we're going to be unboxing the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and I've been waiting for these to turn up for a couple of days now, anxiously in preparation, because I'm so excited to try this product. So I thought I'd just make a quick video unboxing the product and giving you my initial thoughts. I am so excited by this product. I've seen so many reviews. These are the Meta Ray-Ban Wayfarers in the standard size. So let's get into it and start with this satisfying pull tab. I was going to say satisfying pull tab, but unfortunately the satisfying pull tab was not so satisfying. Wow, listen, cool live stream underneath the tab. So that's an incredibly cool little feature of this unboxing experience. So it seems like this just pops open and you get this sort of interior box, and wow, what a packaging, what a presentation. Now I'm sure there is tons of videos of people opening this product up on the internet, but I wanted to make my own little video. So here it is. This is the case for the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and then if we pop it open, you can see you've got a little red light glowing up here on the case, and we're going to be able to crack in to the glasses. There's a pull tab here. I pulled it and it's just come off, so I'm guessing you need to grab the glasses by the frame to pull them out. So there's nothing else in there, just the empty charging case. It was actually a lot stiffer than I thought it was going to be to get the glasses out. And these are the glasses themselves. So you've got this packaging. You can see the details on the side with the Ray-Ban logos. These are the shiny black versions with clear lenses. They're making a noise. There we go. Really cool experience unboxing these. I'm not sure whether there's a certain way that oh, that's satisfying. The way that clicks in there. I wasn't quite expecting it to click in the way that it did there, but wow, that is a really premium feeling product. Fantastic. So I'm going to be doing some videos with these, giving you guys my first thoughts, but I just thought I would add this bit to the video, unbox the product. We've got a Ray-Ban cleaning cloth here. Wow, Ray-Ban Meta cleaning cloth. And on this side we've got a get started guide and safety and warranty. So interestingly enough, it doesn't look like it comes with any sort of charging cable. That's interesting. And we've got this sort of get started manual here as well. But yeah, it says to plug it in, but it doesn't come with any sort of cable. So luckily I've got a ton of these, but that is interesting to note. This is quite an expensive product to not come with a cable. But yeah, wow, really premium product. I am super excited to make some content and make some videos with these. Hopefully you guys are interested to see those videos on the channel. Okay, so like I mentioned, I have been wearing these Ray-Ban Meta glasses for around a week now, and I wanted to take some time to share with you guys my thoughts and opinions on the product. And I think the first thing when you talk about a product like this is obviously the price. Now, these come in at £299 in the UK. These are the Generation 1 Ray-Ban Meta glasses with the clear lenses on them. So they do have some blue light reduction in them. But apart from that, they do nothing else for me. I don't need them to see. I'm just purely using them for their AI features and the cameras that come on them as well. So it's something to consider. You can get these with sunglass lenses. You can also get them with transition lenses if you want to use them inside and outside. But I figured if I wanted to get the most use out of this product, I needed to use the clear lenses so that I could use them inside. And then I've also purchased some sort of third-party products. There is something called High Blocks clip-on lenses for these. So I've purchased a pair of those so that I can clip them onto the glasses when I want to use them as sunglasses. So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to initially spend on a product, and right now I'm having a difficult time deciding if it is worth it or not. I do wear them a lot, and a lot of people said that the battery was going to be something that would annoy me. It's only 4 hours long, the battery. The Gen 2 has an 8-hour battery life. But honestly, I haven't run out of battery a single time with these glasses since I've been using them, which is fantastic. There are times when I just pop them in the charging case when I'm not wearing them, and they charge up extremely quickly. So I've not really had any battery life issues with these at all. So you can kind of use them non-stop. Now, I did have to turn off the Hey Meta feature in order to achieve the longer battery life for this product. So there's a feature in which you can call upon the AI and the glasses are constantly listening to you, and it's a real battery drainer. So I have had to turn that off to achieve a longer battery life. But honestly, like I said, I put these on in the morning, I take them off normally at lunchtime, chuck them in the case and they charge. And then again, when I finish work while I'm eating dinner, I normally take them off as well. So generally, I haven't had to really worry about the battery at all. So for £299, you're getting a lot of usage out of them. You're getting a lot of functionality. You're getting the cameras, you're getting the AI features, and most importantly, and I know everyone says this, but it's true, you're getting the audio and the speakers from them as well. And I can't stress enough how good the speakers are on this product. Honestly, I find myself not reaching for my AirPods and instead listening to music on these. If I am doom scrolling and I'm out and about, at 50% volume, there is barely any sound leakage at all from these glasses. And honestly, it is the most underrated feature of the product, without a shadow of a doubt. In terms of style, these products, I genuinely think they look fantastic. I've had some compliments on them already of people who have said to me, wow, you look really good in glasses, or those glasses look really good on you. And stylistically, these are an incredibly good product. The Ray-Bans have always been a stylish pair of glasses, and these are the Wayfarer versions, which I think transition between sunglasses and regular glasses really well. So I haven't felt out of place wearing them at all. There are times, for example, when I am going to pick my son up from school, that I can feel slightly nervous wearing them because I'm conscious of the fact that people can see that there are cameras in the glasses. But normally I'm just using them to listen to music or whatever it might be. So I'm not actually recording, but that is something that I do find myself being very conscious of, the fact that they have cameras in, because it can make some people uncomfortable if they don't know that that you're only recording when the flashing light comes on. So that is something to bear in mind if you are going to wear them. There are certain situations in which you might not even be recording, but just having a camera on your face can make it uncomfortable for other people around you. So you do have to be slightly conscious of that. That being said, they are a great looking pair of glasses. They look great when you transition them to sunglasses as well, whether you use the clip-ons, whether you've got the transition lenses, whether you pop the lenses out and buy new lenses and put in sunglass lenses. They are a very, very versatile product. I think that does make them really worth the money. They're not that much more expensive than a regular pair of sunglasses, but you're getting all of these additional features. You're getting a smart assistant on your face. You're getting audio without having to block your ears, so you can really comfortably hear what's going on around you. And then, of course, the main features of the glasses, you're getting the camera, and being able to shoot point of view footage is incredibly handy. I've found that times where I'm playing with my kids, I'm hands free, I'm not taken away from the moment to get my phone out to record. I'm really being present, and the cameras are capturing the point of view video of that situation. And when I watch the footage back, I'm seeing it through my own eyes again. I'll put in some clips of me at the driving range with these glasses on, for example, hitting some golf balls, and you can just see that point of view perspective, which I just think is so cool to be able to watch back and relive moments. With all the travel that I'm doing this year, I genuinely think these are going to become a really go-to piece of tech for me for my traveling, but also for my everyday life as well. I find myself asking it questions, asking it to identify things like flowers or bugs or birds. It really is that clever. You can say, what model of car is this? You can ask it what type of flower, what type of tree, who is this actor or actress, and what films have they been in? And you can really converse with it in a very similar way to the way that you would converse with any other LMM sort of GPT style AI. It's not quite as clever as those AI models, but it definitely does the trick. And I would honestly say it's probably slightly better than Siri, not quite as good as Gemini. That's where I would rank Meta's AI sort of in the middle. But it's so useful to have. And I find myself asking it all sorts of questions at any point in the day. My son, we were having a conversation about what was the loudest animal in the world. And just with a quick press on the side of my glasses, we were able to find out what the loudest animal was, which is a sperm whale, in case you didn't know. And it's just really clever. They've integrated into my life really, really well. The build quality on the glasses generally is pretty good. They are made of plastic, but they do feel very sturdy. There are some fit and finish things, like some sharp edges around the ears that could be polished up on, but overall I think the finish of the product is very good. This is the shiny black version. I do think the matte black looks slightly better. But I wasn't able to get them in the Generation 1 variation with the clear lenses that I was looking for. And they also come with this extremely sleek charging case, which comes in this awesome brown color. And you can see it lights up to show how much battery is left on the case. It stores them really comfortably. It is a super sleek looking charging case. And honestly, a lot of people wouldn't even know that this charges the glasses. It just looks like a normal glasses case. And I think that's what's so clever about this product, is that it doesn't look like a piece of tech. It just looks like a pair of glasses. And to anyone who hadn't seen me and didn't know that I don't wear glasses, they would just assume that these are my regular pair of glasses. So there's that to be said about them. They are extremely low key, and it means that in situations where potentially, you wouldn't want to be wearing a clunky piece of tech, these really fall into that sort of really subtle category of tech that you could wear to the doctors or a hospital appointment and be listening to music, or to ask a question to AI and not seem like a complete lunatic. Um, I also use them for taking phone calls as well, and I found that having the hands-free phone call capability is just great on them. It's such a comfortable experience, and I can continue to work and do what I need to do whilst also taking a phone call on my face. It is really crazy, completely sort of Tony Stark esque, Iron Man esque situation. I feel like if they changed the name from Meta to Jarvis, you really probably would feel like Tony Stark. Um, but overall, just a very innovative and clever piece of tech that doesn't feel like you've got a big clunky piece of tech on your face. And for that reason, I think it is generally a fantastic product. So overall, I've told you a lot of the things that I really, really love about this product. I think their battery life is not an issue for me. I think the style, I think the build quality on them is fantastic. The AI functionality, although not quite as clever as ChatGPT, is more than useful enough for everyday scenarios. But there are some things in which and some areas in which they could be definitely improved. And one of the things that I've noticed as someone who doesn't normally wear glasses is that I needed to essentially get some inserts to go on the nose area, to stop them from causing discomfort and pain around the bridge of my nose. So maybe if you're someone who does wear glasses already and you want to get prescription variations of these glasses, it might not affect you as much. But for me personally, and for the first few days, I was finding that they were putting a lot of weight and additional strain on the bridge of my nose. And it was causing me some discomfort at first. Now, I hopped onto Amazon and I picked up the cheapest £3 stick on sort of comfort pieces to go around this area, and it has dramatically improved how comfortable these glasses are. I still notice them on my face, and they are heavier than a regular pair of glasses and than a regular pair of sunglasses, but they're not so noticeable that you would feel your head sort of drooping or sagging to one side or another. Um, but I have a pair of regular sunglasses that I wear which are significantly lighter than these, and I don't feel them as much on my face when I'm wearing them. So that is something to consider. If you aren't someone who wears glasses normally, you might feel some discomfort, especially when you first start wearing them. And I've not had these glasses for long, so potentially over time it will get better. But at least in the first week of wearing them, I have noticed that they are they can be quite heavy on your head and cause a bit of discomfort, especially on the bridge of your nose. Could be the shape of my face though. Another thing is that it's really difficult to make a decision on what lenses to get, and the variations in price are quite drastic. So for example, you've got the transition lenses, they're £80 more expensive than the non-transition lenses, and a lot of people say that they don't get quite dark enough when you're outside. And I couldn't really find a lot of information or content around what lenses to go for. And in the end, I ended up going into a store. They didn't have the transition lenses for me to try. So it was a bit of a palaver. I went to Reddit and people told me just get the clear lenses with some clip-on glasses. So that's essentially what I've done. But if you are somebody who's thinking about purchasing these and you don't know whether to go for the Gen 1s or the Gen 2s, or even what lenses to get, it can be an absolute minefield trying to decide which one to go for. And I'm not going to tell you which one to go for because honestly, I just went off of the recommendation of people on Reddit. and some YouTube videos that I saw that were saying that there wasn't really much difference between the Gen 1 and Gen 2 apart from the battery life, and I haven't had any issues with the battery life, so I'm pretty comfortable with my Gen 1 purchase. Also, with the high blocks that I purchased, the clip-on sunglasses, they were really inexpensive, and they allow me to change the color of the glasses from yellow to green to purple to blue, tinted lenses really easily without having to pop the lenses in and out, which I think would become a pain. So I'm glad I went for the clear lenses. That doesn't mean that the tinted or the transition or the sunglass lenses wouldn't be the best option for you. So I won't recommend what ones to go for, but I went for the standard size, not the large, Gen 1 with the clear lenses on them. So in summary, I think this is a super innovative piece of tech with a fairly hefty price tag. And unless you're somebody who is super into innovative tech, you probably don't need a pair of these glasses. But if you are somebody who wants to feel like Iron Man and wants a pretty polished product, these are definitely something that I would recommend. I do wear them a lot. I use them every day, whether it's music, phone calls, taking videos, playing with the kids, or playing golf by myself. It's something that I genuinely love. I think for me they were worth the money to purchase. Whether it's something down the line that I change my mind, I don't necessarily know how they'll hold up long term, but for right now it feels like a great purchase. They're super sturdy, they make me look good, and also I really enjoy using all the features. So I personally would recommend them to anyone who's looking to purchase a pair. If you're on the fence, give them a try. A lot of places do accept returns if you change your mind. I certainly won't be changing my mind about these glasses, and you should see me wearing them a lot more in other videos. Maybe it will become a bit more natural seeing me wear glasses. I think that's what a lot of people around me are finding now, that they're starting to feel more natural with me wearing glasses. So hopefully that's the case for you guys on the channel as well. If you guys do have a pair of these glasses, let me know down below in the comments section what your experience is with the glasses. And if you don't have them, is there a reason why you don't have them? Is it the price? Is it something about the features? Have you heard anything negative about the product in itself? I'd be super interested to know, and I'm always interacting down in the comments section below. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe and leave a like rating, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.